Hi guys, how are you doing? Happy Sunday, October 2nd. This is Angie, obviously, and this is my week 3 step into tracking recap. I am actually doing it a little walkie-talkie because I need to get some steps in. Let's see here. So, everybody who's watching this probably knows what the step into tracking is, and I will link everybody who is part of it below, as usual. Hope everybody had a good week. I've had a kind of a struggly week again. This has really been a difficult challenge for me. I didn't realize how much I just like to do my thing. So I've been really on the struggle again. One of the things I think that didn't help is I kind of decided early in the week I wasn't going to go to a meeting this week because I didn't have time Monday through Friday as usual, and Saturday I got invited from a friend of mine's. She invited me to a Fitbit local event, and it was I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I will include a little bit of video at the end from it. It was pretty cool. Something I had never heard of, but and this was the first one for Minneapolis, and so it was down at Target Field, which is where the Twins play every day, or their games in the summer. And we all actually right on the field did 15 minutes of yoga, 30 minutes of boot camp, and then another 15 minutes of yoga. So it was pretty awesome, actually, and it was a very good workout. And then we were one of the first 150 there, so we got free yoga mats to use and take home with us. They also had t-shirts and Kind bars and coconut water. I did not get any of that. I don't like coconut water, and I don't really particularly care for Kind bars either, and the line was too long just for a friggin' t-shirt. So because we were just rolling up our mats chit-chatting with my friend because I don't get to see her very often. So it was good. It was a very good workout. Had a good time there. So I didn't go weigh in. Despite my struggles, I did stay on track. I'm just having a struggle mentally. So I think, I went over by my points by a couple days, but I didn't do terrible. I didn't go into my weeklies, or my fit points at all. So just into my weeklies, and oh boy, I must have gotten a workout yesterday because I'm having to switch arms fairly frequently here. So went into my weeklies, but not my fit points. So I think I did okay. And I did, on my home scale, I am down a couple pounds, but I don't call it official down until I go to a meeting. Yesterday, my kids did, I started with new points. I did plan to try to do like the Wendy plan and kind of do some calorie cycling. So that was going to be day 1. Or the first day, so the high calorie day. And I did do a high calorie day, and I think a lot of that is due to the fact that my children keep ditching me on the weekends, and I don't have a life aside from my kids, and I'm certainly not going to sit and cook dinner for myself. I'm kind of a wimp like that. I'm just too used to cooking meals for a family, and when they're all gone, I don't want to. Also, my 17-year-old started working at a new locally owned ice cream parlor, and when she did training on Wednesday, the owner came out and met me, and when I picked her up and everything and asked if I was going to come, I already feel somewhat obligated to go to locally owned businesses, and then this one hires my daughter, and also you know, she asked me. So yeah, so I had to go have ice cream. I did stick to just, they have 46 flavors, 46. And I stuck to one scoop of one flavor. The one that I was most interested in was the pumpkin ginger snap. And it was the bomb. It was awesome. I could have ate 3 scoops of that, but I didn't. I had the one and I was satisfied and I tracked it. And so I also went out for a burger. So it was just a high point day. Today, actually maybe a high point day too, because I was really feeling like, oh, screw it. And I had a lunch without looking at the points, and the sub I had was 20 points, I guess. So I don't know. I don't usually do that. I try hard to not do that. But I actually wanted a Pepsi and chips too, but I did avoid those things. So I'm pretty proud of that. I did so as far as tracking, I tracked everything as per our challenge. I did good with it. I am really forcing myself to do it though. It's really hard for me. Water hasn't been a problem. I've had at least 10 cups a day. I do need to get a little more in today. My son already had lacrosse today, so I haven't had a lot of chance to get that in, but I'll get it in tonight. I'm not worried about it. I just need to go grab some when I get back from this walk. FYI, when you see the background now, I am going to walk through a cemetery. It's part of the walk that I frequently do, so you're going to see some gravestones and stuff in the background. But I'm getting all my water in. That hasn't been a problem, surprisingly. And so steps I have done great with. I've gotten over 10,000 as I normally do. That's not usually been a problem because I did have that big goal for September to get 407, 440 or more, and I smashed that goal by the 29th. So I don't remember exactly what I ended up with, but I did beat that goal, so I'm very happy. I was really excited about that on Thursday. And then I got 10,000 yesterday. I'll get 10,000 today. I do need to kind of push it though, because like I said, he's had lacrosse. He had 2 hours of lacrosse. You don't really get a lot of steps in watching your kid play sports, even though I stand the whole time and I do a little bit of pacing. I don't want to look like that crazy person because it's not practice, it's games, so you should be watching. So I did that already today, and I'm going for a walk now. I'll probably go for a run after. I gotta pick up my daughter from work at 2. I gotta go get my other daughter, and I gotta drop my son off at work at 5. I feel like I have a second job. Oh well. So October's goal is to beat last year October's steps, and it was under 300,000, so that's not going to be a problem. I'll keep up my 10,000 steps at least for the step into tracking. So, but I think my goal is only like 8,000 a day or some crazy low number, but I'll beat that. And I did do the step challenge. I did that one day. After that, I didn't even look. I don't really look at my stairs. That's not something I typically pay a lot of attention to, because it's not something I get to do a lot. I just do what I do, and I don't purposely do it. But I did one day purposely do it. Got all 22 before I started work, so I probably tripled that goal that day. And then, so this week Em has added a challenge to do 30 minutes of some sort of activity, and do it twice, 2 times. I already do a lot of additional 30-minute, Like, I don't just walk my steps. That's never something that I do. I mean, I do walk them, but that's not like the only way I get my steps. At least 5 days a week I do some kind of formal exercise, be it running. Last week I did some friends and family, a kickboxing class at Pharrell's Extreme Body Shaping. Found out that they're gonna have 2 weeks of friends and family, so I'm hoping to go there at least a couple times this week. I don't know how I would get pictures of that. I'm not gonna be some weirdo who videotapes during that. But I also do, my job pays for this app called Wellbeats, and you do like different classes, and I do that at least a couple times a week too, and those are usually 30 minutes or more. So maybe I'll see if one of my kids can take a picture of that. I don't know, I feel kind of like cheating because it's not really something extra for me, but I don't know that I have time to do more than I already do, because like I said, I do at least 30 minutes of formal exercise 5 days a week anyways. But I do like, and that's at least a lot of days I'll run and do like one of those videos. So I mean, that's usually up to 50 or 60 minutes of exercise a day. I work sitting down. 10,000 steps is a challenge. You know, moving is a challenge when you're sitting all day. And I don't know if I've mentioned before, but I do take my son to and from his school, which is in another community, and I have to use my lunch break now to pick him up. And so I do kind of try to run a little bit on my lunch break when I can, but most of my lunch break is taken up of getting my son. So I kind of had made it like this last week, I'd run for 20 minutes, but then there was days when I didn't have to pick him up, so it's like, it's never a certain thing. And so if I don't, I have to do this after work when my kids are, I mean, ugh. Anyways, I hope everybody is having a great week. Maybe a week that's not so struggleful. I don't know, some days I just feel like, why do I have to do this? Why can't I have 2 scoops of ice cream? Why can't, you know, like, and I mean, their ice cream isn't in the app, so I just did a scoop of like a half cup of ice cream, and it was 11 friggin' points. Like, if I would have had 2, that's almost all the points I get in a day. Like, it's just, some days why do I gotta do this? But I know why, because I don't want to be fat, and this is a struggle. It really is. So I hope everybody else is having less of a struggle with this. That's it. I think if you have any comments, suggestions on how to get through the struggles, I'd love to hear them. I know I do a lot of positive self-talk. Anyways, like I said, I'll link everybody below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Hey, thanks for watching. Take care.